Good morning, students. Myself, Hemanta Kumar Mahanta, trainer of Government IT Denkanal, electrician. Today, I am going to discuss about your practical exercise number 162. That is, determine the VI characteristics of semiconductor diode. That is your voltage and current relationship on a semiconductor diode. So in this exercise, the objectives are, that is, at the end of this exercise you shall be able to refer data book and identify the diode is germanium, silicon, etc. Verify operating voltage and current rating, list the application of the diode, identify the terminals of the diode and test the diode for its condition, and plot the forward characteristics, determine the forward resistance of the diode and the barrier potential. So these are the objectives. After the exercise you able to do or you able to perform these works. In this exercise the requirements are tools, instrument, that is your multimeter digital 1 number, voltmeter MC 0 to 1 volt 1 number, milliammeter MC 0 to 25 milliampere 1 number, voltmeter MC 0 to 30 volt 1 number, microammeter MC 0 to 100 microampere 1 number, equipment machines DC regulated power supply 0 to 30 volt 1 ampere 1 number, material assorted type of diode including 1N4001 or 1N4007 as required, 570 ohm 5 watt potentiometer, that is your variable resistor 1 number, SPST switch 6 ampere 250 volt 1 number, breadboard 150 into 150 mm 1 number, suitable connecting wires for breadboard as required, and patch cords with a clip 2 sets. So students, these are the basic requirements. Determine the VI characteristics of semiconductor diode. Task 1, refer the diode with data book. Take one diode and let's find the specification of diode. From the data set shows according to the component number, identify the terminal leads of a given diode, set the multimeter at ohms range, Let's take a diode to measure its resistance. Now connect the red probe positive terminal of multimeter to one end of the diode and black probe negative terminal to the other end of the diode and observe the reading. Now change the terminal of diode and do the testing again and observe the reading. Now compare the two resistance values. Low resistance conclude that positive terminal connected to anode and negative terminal connected to cathode, which shows diode is forward biased. High resistance concludes that negative terminal connected to anode and positive terminal connected to cathode, which shows diode is reverse biased. With the help of resistance, we identified the terminal of diode. Determine the forward VI characteristics of diode. Let's construct the circuit using circuit diagram. Connect positive terminal of the power supply to the positive terminal of a voltmeter and switch terminal. Now connect the other end of switch to potentiometer into pin. Then connect potentiometer output to the ammeter positive terminal and ground pin to one end of 100 ohm resistor. Connect the ammeter negative terminal to anode terminal of diode. To measure the voltage across the diode, connect anode terminal to positive terminal of voltmeter 0 to 1 volt and cathode terminal to negative terminal of voltmeter. Now connect the cathode terminal of diode to one end of resistor. Connect the other end of the resistor to the voltmeter negative terminal. Now make all the ground connections and connect the common ground to the negative terminal of power supply. Switch on the power supply. Now set VB equal to 5 volt and make sure the potentiometer in minimum position. Turn on the switch S and adjust potentiometer to increase the voltage across the diode in steps of 0.1 volt. Record the corresponding values of current read by the ammeter. Check the value of voltage across the diode at which the current starts increasing. Plot the graph with forward voltage Vf on x-axis and forward current If on y-axis. The graph shows Vi characteristics of diode in forward biased. In the graph, note down the knee point voltage where the sudden rise in current occurs. Knee point voltage equal to 0.7 volt. Determine the reverse Vi characteristics of a diode. Construct the circuit in a breadboard with the help of given circuit diagram. Connect positive terminal of the power supply to the positive terminal of voltmeter and switch terminal. Now connect the other terminal of switch with the positive terminal of ammeter. The negative terminal of ammeter connect to the cathode of the diode. Connect the positive terminal of ammeter to the positive terminal of voltmeter. Now connect the negative terminal voltmeter to the anode of the diode. Now connect anode of diode to the one end of the resistor. Connect the other end of resistor to the common ground. Connect the common ground to the voltmeter negative terminal. Now make all the ground connections and connect the common ground to the negative terminal of the power supply. switch on the power supply and turn on the switch. Increase the voltage gradually across the diode by operating the power supply and note down the corresponding current read by the ammeter. Plot the graph on the same graph sheet with forward voltage VR on x-axis and forward current IR on y-axis. Minority carrier current is the minimum current from which point it starts increasing in reverse bias.
So students, these are my complete arrangement. Here I take semiconductor diode and resistor are in series. I have taken here a 12 volt power, that is a 12 volt, and 12 volt, this is 12 volt connected with a potentiometer, both positive and negative from two terminal, and the positive output connected with the breadboard, and this is your this terminal is your ammeter, this is your ammeter, red pole, this red wire connected with the ammeter, this is your ammeter, and this ammeter set with the 0.25 ampere, and then I set this to 25 milliampere, and the black wire, this is your black wire, this is your black wire, this black wire again connect with the diode, semiconductor diode, and the semiconductor diode connected with series with the and the negative wire connected with the resistor. This is your voltmeter connected across the semiconductor diode. This is my voltmeter. This wire connected to this meter. Now I connect I set the voltmeter at a 20 volt DC. So this is complete setup. Now I switched on the DC power supply and vary the potentiometer, and the voltage across the diode should be set at 0.1 volt according to my reading table. This is your serial number. Applied voltage, here I applied 12 volt. This is your forward bias, and the voltage should be set step by 0.1 volt, difference, that is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 up to 0.9. Now we have to measure the current through the diode, how much current will flow through the diode. So here here we have to set the voltage across the diode to 0.1 volt. Here you can see this is a 0.1 volt. And the ammeter current is at 0. Again I increase the voltage to 0.2 volt. At 0.2 volt the current also in 0. Now I note down the reading, that is here current 0 milliampere, 0 milliampere. At 0.3 the current reading also 0. Note down in the table. At 0.4 volt the current is 0. Milliampere. Again I increase the voltage to 0.5 volt. You can see now the current is something, the meter reading showing the something current. That is here 0.9 milliampere. Again I increase the voltage to 0.6 volt. Now the 2.5 milliampere. Milliampere. Again I increase the voltage across the diode to 0.7 volt. The reading is .5 milliampere. Again I increase the voltage to 0.8 volt. The reading is very high at the ampere meter, so I change the range to 0.25 milliampere. At 0.8 you can see (113 milliampere). Here you can see we can increase only up to 0.8 volt. Now I remove the potentiometer and again connect at reverse bias. Now reverse the diode. And the resistor also disconnected. Here we increase the voltage across the diode at every 5 volt step. So I increase the voltage to 5 volt. You can see the reading in the voltmeter. You can see now the current is 0. At 5 volt the current is 0. Again I change the range to 25 milliampere. In this case the reading also 0. Further I increase the voltage to 10 volt. Now also you can see in the reverse bias the current is at 0. No current flowing through the diode, even we applied 10 volt. 15 volt, the current also at 0. Again I increase it to 20 volt. Sorry, the range exceed, so the reading cannot show. volt. Even 20 volt, there is also no current. In reverse condition, again I increase to 25 volt. In this state also the current is 0. Again I increase the voltage to 30 volt. The current is 0. After 30 volt we cannot increase because our DC supply is ranges up to 30 volt. So we can only apply 30 volt. At 30 volt the current also in 0. Again I reset the switch at 100 microampere because here very less amount of current flowing through the diode. Again I increase the voltage to 5 volt. You can see the current five microampere at 5 microampere, approximate to 5 microampere. Again I increase to 10 volt. Again I increase the voltage across the diode to 10 volt. You can see the ammeter at 10 microampere. I note down the reading. 5 volt at 5 volt 5 microampere, 10 volt 10 microampere. $15 volt $18 microampere at 15 volt. At 15 volt the current is 18 microampere. This is your 15 volt. Again I increase the voltage to 20 volt. Now the current is 20 microampere. Again I increase the voltage up to 25 volt. The current is 25 micro ampere. At 30 volt, current is 30 micro ampere. So this is a reverse bias. If we increase the voltage more than 30 volt, then the diode will break down and a surge current, very high current will flow through the diode. Here I prepare a graph sheet. This is your x axis and this is your y axis. X axis represent the voltage across the diode that we noted when the experiment. This is your y axis and y axis represent the current through the diode. This is the reading taken during the experiment. At 0.1 volt, no current flowing through the diode. At 0.2 volt, no current. 0.3 volt, no current, and 0.4 volt, no current. Current at 0 milliampere. After 0.4 volt, the current gradually increase up to 0.9 milliampere at 0.5 volt, and again increased up to 2.5 milliampere at 0.6 volt, and 0.7 volt at 0.7 volt. At 0.7 volt, the current 13.5 milliampere. At 0.8 volt, it increased up to 113 milliampere. So we represent this on the graph sheet. Now the graph sheet already prepared. On the y axis, this is your forward bias current in milliampere, and per division we taken 1 milliampere, 2 milliampere, 3 milliampere, per division 1 milliampere up to 13 milliampere, and in opposite direction, that is per division 0.1 milliampere. We reduce the decade because of very less amount of current flowing through the diode in case reverse bias condition. So this is your forward voltage across the diode, and this is your reverse voltage across the diode up to 30 volt. Here we taken 5 volt per 2 division. Now we trace the point at 0.1 volt no current, so current is 0 at 0.2 volt. This is the point. 0.3 volt, 0.1 volt also 0. At 0 volt current also, voltage also 0. 0.3 volt voltage also 0, and 0.4 volt also 0. At 0.5 volt the current is increased, that is 0.9 milliampere, and again it increased to 2.5 milliampere. So we taken 0.9, this is your 0.9 at 0.5 volt, and at 0.6 volt 2.5, and at 0.7 volt it will 13.5 up to here 13 milliampere, and at 0.8 volt you can see at 0.8 volt at 113 milliampere. Here no range of 113 milliampere, so I plot the point at 13 milliampere only. Now we can draw the curve, characteristics curve, that is a 0 up to 0.4 volt 0, and at 0.5 volt it increased to 0.9, again it increased to 2.5, and again it continues up to 13. So you can see the new knee point, that is at 0.6 volt, 0.6 volt. This is the knee point at where the current start to conduct in between 0.6 and 0.7 volt. This is the knee point. This is the knee point of the diode. This is the 0.7 volt knee point. Again we plot the reverse bias. This is a reverse bias reading at 5 volt 5 microampere. Here we can at 5 volt, this is your 5 volt 5 microampere, means approximate to 0, 8 10 volt 10 microampere. So this is also approximate to 0. Again it will 15 at 15 volt 18 microampere. So this is at this point .20 volt 20 microampere. and 25 microampere. This is also here 30 volt at 30 1 2 3 30 microampere. So we taken the reading up to 30 volt, but we can increase the voltage up to 40 50 60, and at the breakdown voltage point the current will start to conduct, because the reverse bias barrier, potential barrier will break at that point. There is no options to this is here. Now this is your VI characteristics. In forward condition, it will start conduction at very low voltage, but in reverse condition, current cannot be passed if we give the high voltage up to 30 volt 40 volt. So this is the VI characteristics of semiconductor diode. Thank you all.